I'm Jason Raynard, and this is today's news report, sponsored, of course, by Miller Lite. Miller Lite, because it's what someone left in your fridge. Well, Russia's been bombing Ukraine for a week now, which is almost as long as a typical Hunter Biden crack binge. Russian dictator and micro-penis Vladimir Putin has suffered multiple embarrassments this week. There was a Ukrainian farmer who stole a Russian tank with his tractor. There was a Ukrainian fighter pilot who took out 6 Russian jets by himself in one day. And of course, there was the incident where 52 Russian tanks were destroyed at the same time by one pesky wabbit. If there's anything we've seen this week, it's that the Ukrainians are some of the most resilient people in the world. Seriously, this is a country full of Chuck Norris. Or is it Chuck Norrises? Is it plural if it's Chuck Norrisai? I don't know, whatever. These guys are badass. Take, for example, this picture of a Ukrainian woman handing a bag of sunflower seeds to a Russian soldier. She told the soldier when she gave him the seeds that it's so when he dies, they'll bloom. Jesus, that's a gardening show. Here's a picture of Ukrainian citizens making a batch of Molotov cocktails, not to use as bombs, but to drink because they're fucking legends. The Ukrainian military has been capturing Russian soldiers and making them call their mothers at home in Russia, like a bunch of fucking high school kids that just got caught drinking at a party. And when threatened by a Russian warship, this island of 12 Ukrainian soldiers simply told the Russian warship, go fuck yourselves. Anyway, if you really dig into the history of this, micro-penis Vladimir Putin believes that Ukraine is and has always been a part of Russia. But after seeing how badass these people are, I'm beginning to believe that Russia is just Ukraine's afterbirth. Anyway, in other news, the Oscars for Bad Actors was held in Washington, D.C. last night. I don't know about you guys, but I played the drinking game. Take a drink every single time there's a fake standing ovation. I ended up drinking 64 beers and getting arrested. Turns out I can't be within 1,000 yards of a school for 4 to 6 years. It's not what you think. There were no kids around. It was 2 a.m. I was just caught smoking crack with Hunter Biden in the parking lot. You know, actually, once you get to know him, he's a really nice guy. I mean, he paid for both of our hookers. At one point during last night's speech, Joe Biden accidentally called the Ukrainians Iranians. And this is an honest mistake, of course, because he was alive during the Crusades. I personally didn't watch all of last night's speech because if I wanted to be lied to for 2 hours, I'd go to church. If you missed the State of the Union, here's a quick summary for you. And we're gonna make it so you can go to the doctor again. And our bridges aren't gonna collapse anymore. And our students will stop being stupid. And the thing, man, with the thing. Meanwhile, this is the actual State of the Union. Moving on to Nancy Pelosi. Every time I see a batshit crazy conspiracy theory video about lizard people, I immediately turn it off because of how stupid and ridiculous and insane that it is. Having said all that, this woman is a fucking lizard. America, your Speaker of the House is a 100-year-old trophy wife that's been blacked out since 1968. If she wasn't Speaker of the House, she'd be smashing martinis at breakfast and telling you why she thinks your 3-year-old is gay. Oh, those are action figures. You know, when I was a little girl, boys didn't play with dolls. You want to see my tits or what? And don't even get me started on this bowl of mashed potatoes. Seriously, just add water and see what happens. I don't know if you guys pay attention to this, but Joe Biden is an hour late to everything. The only time a man his age is an hour late to anything is if they shit or piss their pants. Gives them enough time to have the home nurse clean him up before he's in public. Guys Joe Biden's age go to McDonald's to drink coffee at 6 a.m. just so they can wait to be on time somewhere. Guys, Joe Biden is so old he actually appreciates every day. That's why he smells every girl like it's his last. As a response to the State of the Union, Republicans chose Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds to speak on their behalf. Reynolds, of course, is a young up-and-comer at the ripe age of 62. Reynolds said during her speech that Republicans are leading a pro-family revolution. She left out, of course, that she was only talking about these two families. And finally, a Russian missile hit a Holocaust memorial in Ukraine this week, which gave Marjorie Taylor Greene an orgasm. Anyway, I'm Jason Raynard, and that's today's news report. We added that word just so we can actually find a website that isn't already taken.